Roll up.
I trust his opinion on matters of art, cuisine, and things like that.
No, you thought you caught me after lunch. You thought my guard was going to be down.
You have a responsibility to look after that moment.
Well, it is so lovely to meet you both, and there's so much excitement for this film. And I wanted to start by asking you both, I think there's a bit of a misconception that sometimes people come to these movies because they want to see the action sequences or the stunts, but real fans know we come because we're so invested in the characters and we need to care about them. So I wanted to ask you both, what is the most compelling thing about your characters in the movie that is separate to the superhero powers that they have?
Okay.
Compelling character traits.
All the stories that you're trying to tell that's more about their humanity and the way they connect with each other.
I think there's something quite aspirational about Johnny. There's a kind of longing that he has, a fascination that he has with space, of like maybe looking for answers in some way. I think he's very kind and loyal, and I think that loyalty is shown in the film.
He's a bit of a searcher, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How about Ben?
Yeah, Ben also, again, like loyalty is something that I've really sort of latched on to with him. I don't know, so much of his internal state is because of what's happened to him. So it's hard to separate those things out. But yeah, there's a patience there, I think.
Oh, that's lovely. And also something we see with your character that we've seen from the fan snippets that have been released is he has a bit of a love story and we're getting to see that side of his life. Can you give us a little sneak peek of how that's going to unfold in the movie?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
I thought I'd shoot my shot because that was from the fan screening last night. That was one of the biggest cheers that came up for the audience.
Oh,
I
really?
felt it was my duty to ask you.
Oh, that's nice. No, you
I
thought
understand.
you caught me after lunch. You thought my guard was going to be down.
Yes, I did.
I've been through some rigorous media training. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. No, I haven't.
You're a
but-
vault.
but-
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
And speaking about the fan event last night, which was the energy there was just incredible.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
I was talking to some of the people. Some of them had lined up for 30 hours to see you come down the carpet. They had traveled interstate, taken time off work, were quite emotional seeing you. And I know you've both spoken about how grateful you are for the fandom of this movie. But what is that moment like when you're interacting with people? Is there a sense of sort of responsibility to give them that moment that they've built up?
There's certainly a feeling of, there's a reverence for their time and a gratitude for their support for the film. You feel responsible. You're just mindful of that you've got to be careful with people's enthusiasm and their investment. We spent a lot of time hanging out with everyone last night and like signing stuff, and that's lovely. But I think more than like having a responsibility you have a responsibility to look after that moment, I suppose. Yeah, that's a very non-answer.
I feel responsibility 100%. I feel like these, I don't take that adoration. I don't take any of that personally. That's not about me. That's about this family of this Marvel's first family that's been around since 1961, and people have this relationship to that and this excitement about seeing us do this thing. And I feel like I honor that moment so much, and I try to. Meet the fans there and sort of join hands with them on my own sort of like excitement about sharing this thing,
Yes, and I think that very much was the vibe last night. People seem very grateful for your time. And I think people are also just loving seeing the four of you interact at these press events and at these premieres. And I know how closely you've worked together behind the scenes bringing this story to life. And so in that, what is the most interesting or surprising thing that you learned about each other when working on this project and spending all those long days on set?
What's the most interesting? I learned about Evan's taste, how he's very smart and very well read. I trust his opinion on matters of art, cuisine, and things like that. So yeah, I learned about that.
That's really lovely.
Yeah, I don't know what's surprising. I feel like I know Joe so well at this point.
Yes.
It's just like I feel like I've known him forever. So I don't know, like what. I just adore this guy. Such a deeply talented actor, and such a lovely person to get to hang out with so much.
Pedro was telling everyone last night that you were quite the chaos demon, he was saying, behind the set and said it on stage. Do you care to comment on that?
Yeah, when you point a finger at somebody, you got three fingers pointed back at yourself.
Right.
That's all I would say.
Okay, I will ask him about that when I go and talk to him now.